What is up, guys? We got a ton of parts here, and I haven't opened any of them. A couple of them are labeled, so I assume I have everything. So we got hood, front bumper cover, radiator support, and then the ones on the farthest side over there, we got like radiator, condenser, and I don't even know what those are. So I'm gonna get to tearing those down, and we're gonna see if we have everything. Let's check it out. All right, so I got all that stuff out of here. There was so much of this. Like, this is a full parking stall right here. So all that ended up from just half of that. There's still like half of that's in there, and I really like that. That's good. Because now I looked at this. I haven't taken anything out of here, but I'm assuming it's good. The only thing I was a little worried about is this, because it tore through the packaging. But there's no warping or anything here, and I think that's just powder coated, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's even bare metal, because it doesn't feel like there's paint on there. So well, actually, there might be paint on there. It just might be not the automotive stuff, because that looks painted to me, and I know that's painted because that looks powder coated. So I just don't know if that's the quality I want for the actual. If it's gonna blend with the car. So that's hood's good. Assuming that's all straight, and applause to them for the packaging. This was, yeah, everything I ordered besides like the engine components, which were condenser and radiator, I think. Everything besides those I ordered from Rock Auto, just because I thought it'd be kind of cool to check out their site, and I really liked it because the site is actually based on it's based on like the file system. So, you know, like when you, like a file tree system, when you're going through like directories, that's exactly how they do it with their parts. And I thought it was really simple. Like, the normal person looking at a website would be like, yo, this is way too barbaric and simple, but I actually like it. So, and the parts definitely, the prices, what it did is, the algorithm where it generates prices from, it basically just scans for the cheapest item. So that's why their prices are so low. So I got like the hood for like $90 something, radiator support like $90 something, everything else besides like the radiator and condenser, which there were a couple options on there, and they didn't look like, the pictures weren't exactly what I wanted, because like the different models, like the police model of the Impala, the radiator top fill neck is in a different location, and I didn't want to mess up, so I just ordered them from Car ID instead, where I'm sure I could have gotten better ones from different places. But we got the hood out, and we got other stuff to take out. So the main stuff I'm looking at are this other box, because there's supposed to be two things in here. There's supposed to be the radiator support, which I imagine is just like there, and the bumper cover, which I imagine is like in a separate box or something. So I don't know if that's true. I was supposed to get 3, but from that shipment, because the way Rock Auto does it is it's multiple shipments. Like the closest warehouses will be paired together. So then this one, that one, this is all the same warehouse. So I saved some shipping on there. It was like $100 or $120 for all of the shipping for those 2 boxes. And for a hood with, I don't know, I would consider this to be an ample amount of air packages or whatever to insulate it. So I imagine there's about the same story in there. So what to do now? And I bought an air compressor too, so I can use all my air tools. So that air compressor is gonna be nice, because I have an impact drill and impact ratchet, like pneumatic impact drill, and then pneumatic ratchet. So I'm probably gonna take a little detour, try out my new stuff, and then get back to the build. So I got the fender here. That's what we just took off. I'll clean that and prep that. Over here, we got the front impact little like crash thingy. It's kind of, I don't know. I wanted to just do some like metal work, but this is honestly cheaper than what would be a tube front end. And who's gonna tube front end an Impala? But still, that would be cheaper. I got the new crash bar right here, which has spot weld pickup points right here. You can see that little tab. There's the same tab on the other side where it's, the machine spot welds it together. Got the new front bumper. This is a same bumper as the 2011 Impala. And I also got the same grills as a 2011 Impala. So it's, instead of having, I think I got it somewhere. Okay, I'll go over here. So instead of having the grill like this over here, where it's a bunch of lines and it's kind of boring, instead of that, it's this mesh, which you see over here. So it's got the chrome lining and then the mesh in the middle. The other ones, see, you can see it's actually two parts. But I ordered those, and then what also got damaged was the hood release mechanism, the cable for it, then one of the headlight enclosure tabs, and I also bought more of these little plastic things just in case I broke any. In the crash, the hood release was damaged. So, in case you're wondering, that's the cable that goes out to it, and also the release mechanism, which that's the bar for it, and that's that. You can even see the broken one right there. So that was broken. So in order to replace that specific part, not only are you going to have to replace the bar here, you're also going to replace the release mechanism, but you also have to replace the cable if the cable got damaged. In my case, it did. So I ordered another cable, and what I ended up doing is the old one, I basically just got up here, there's a little clip right down there. I just popped that bottom clip out, and then where it came through the firewall, I basically, well, first thing I did before I did what I said, I detached it from down there. It's pretty simple. It's just a little, like, it's like a bicycle brake. It's just like a little metal rod on the end of a line, and you just have to basically just get it off of it, and it goes out. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about if you see that. So I basically popped that bottom part out, and I just pulled it really hard until it came through the firewall right here. And if you look, the part, yeah, you cannot see it. I can't even see it, but it's right there. And so it's behind the brake booster, so you can't really get to it. So I'm just gonna continue doing what I'm doing. I'm just pushing it through until it goes down. When that's where it goes down then along the frame rail, and then out through the little hole right there, and then to the release. All right, so it's been about a full day of working on the car, and this is about my progress. So I have mainly the entire front taken off, but that was already done. I got the crash bar off, and I basically just organized all my stuff. I have the lower lip, the old hood, the old bumper, which I harvested the lower fog lights and trim off of. Got the battery on a trickle charger because I had to move the car around a bit, and it is a very heavy car.
I can't see anything.
In case you didn't know. Alright, go over here. We have the new engine components. We got the rad and the condenser with headlights right here, and they're slightly aftermarket. Moving on. I don't know if you guys saw this, but I got all my parts. Got the new grills, which I think I covered that, but the new style with the crosses instead of the lines over there. And I got the new bumper all prepped and ready here with the fog lights ready to go in. Got the wheel wells, wheel liners taken out because I needed to get to the wheels in order to take off the fenders. Fenders, I got one there, and the bottom part's absolutely destroyed with rust. I have one of them here, you can see it, just like this. This was absolutely way worse. I used this this rust converter stuff. I don't know how it works. I wire wheeled and angle grinded the majority of it down. So now you can see, like, that used to be rust, and I think I just do one more coat of the other stuff and it should work. And then that was all rusted before, and now it's just kind of like this very dark brown, black, like primer color. So as you can see, this is just how much the damage was. It's super thin, and I just grinding it popped it off. And also that happened here as well. I was just wire wheeling right here, and I just ripped the whole tab off. So I cleaned it the best I could, but it's like a knife basically. It's like a knife edge. It's so thin right here. So that's just to watch out for on these Impalas. I'll see if I can make it over here. Yeah, the main rust part that I've had so far, because you can see it's completely completely fine besides just a little surface up here. Is in here you just have just the standard rust in this spot because they put like foam in here, and the foam saturates and then basically just holds water in there constantly. So I think that's about where I'm at. I had a little issue moving the car around because the battery was iffy and it was like almost dead, and then it wouldn't let me go into neutral, and then it let me put it in neutral to move it, and then I got stuck out here and it started like almost raining, so I needed to like get the battery charged back up to put it back into neutral from park because I parked it again. So that's basically it. There's not much to do in order to take your fenders off, take all this stuff off, just a bunch of hidden bolts and stuff they don't tell you about. And now the next thing I'm going to end up doing is these spot welds. Got like 3 or 4 up top right here, 1 on the side right there, a couple down there right there, then none on that side, and then a couple right here, maybe, I don't know, there might be some. Well, definitely one right there, definitely one right there, yeah. So it's just gonna be a discoveratory thing, and I think there's a couple in there maybe, I don't know, I'll get to it. Seems pretty solid. So basically what I've been doing is trying to organize everything. So I'll take a couple steps back here. That's just a couple of my college things. I just moved back. But all the boxes I took stuff out of, old parts, car, all the other stuff. This is a 3-car garage and it is fully filled up. So next thing we will do, besides just finishing up rust-proofing these fenders, and with the new radiator support, I'm gonna swap that radiator support you just saw in, and then I don't know if I'm gonna bolt or weld it. That'll be a last minute thing because I got some, like, I want to life car this thing. I got some plans for it, but I don't know. Probably gonna end up welding it, but if we bolt it, I think I'll be happy too. So catch you in that video.